What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to my second live stream broadcast. Now, while everybody's getting here, I'll look at some of your chats. Let me know if you can see and hear me. I've got some new equipment here, so hopefully everything looks good, sounds good, and I'll take it from there. So while I'm waiting for everybody to show up, I'm going to share this on Facebook real quick here. I see people are showing up already. What's up, guys? Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Does everything look good? I'm hoping everything looks and sounds okay because I got new stuff. Sound and video good. That's great. What's up, Nick? So while everybody's showing up here, I was going to talk about my first live stream, which didn't really start off too well. In fact, after about 7 minutes, I was using my phone. It overheated, and so that was already bad enough. So then I got my laptop out and I was going to try to fix the problem, and I shared the link with a moderator who didn't realize I was just trying to test it out, and that got shared. So the first part of that first live stream, I'm just kind of sitting there staring at the computer until I realized everybody was watching me, which is kind of funny. So anyways, hello to everybody who's showing up. 57, that's great. Hello, hello. Hello, Ontario, Canada. So hopefully everybody's doing well on this Friday night. Got quite a few. Don't be sorry. It's okay. It was my fault for not telling you why I shared that link with you. Hope everybody's doing well on this Friday night. This is what my plans are. So I've got quite a few things I want to go over tonight. I'm going to talk about my candidates for some of my worst as seen on TV products so far of 2018. I've got 5 of those. Doesn't mean they're going to make the final list, but I got a few of them that I think are probably going to make that final cut. I've got a couple of wish items that I just got in the mail. Haven't even opened them yet. I'm going to open those up. That's going to be in a future video. And I'm going to talk about some things that I'm taking to Australia with me because I'm going to Australia next week. So it's going to be a lot of things going on. In Macon, Georgia, I actually grew up in Warner Robins, so we were neighbors. Grace Sanderson, thank you. 2-cent chicks were in the house. I didn't see them. Where are they? I already made a video of that. I don't know which video I already made, but I'm doing another wish video, and my first live stream I talked about some of the things I was taking to Australia, but I got cut off, and I'm not sure if that actually made it into that first live stream. Hello from Oxnard. Thank you, Grace, again. So how about if I get started with talking about some of the worst of 2018? We'll just get right into it. Why don't I do a review of Flex Tape? I did do a review of Flex Tape in May of 17. You're in Warner Robins. You just moved there. I went to Shirley Hills Elementary School. Okay, so let me just get started right away. I'm going to look at some worst of 2018. And which one am I going to start off with? Let's start off with a good one here. Hello from England. Does anybody remember this one? This is a review I did a few months ago. This is the Hurricane Spin Duster. Now, the Hurricane Spin Duster is a great idea. Too bad it didn't dust. All it really did was move the dust around and blow it up in the air. It never even actually picked up any dust. As you can see, it looks pristine because it never got dirty. Grace Sanderson, I'm going to VidCon, and then I'm going up to the Gold Coast, and I'm going to Sydney. So that's where I'm going there. Am I going to review some Aussie ASEAN TV products? I hope so. My friend in Sydney is going to take me to a store that has some ASEAN TV products, and I'm hoping to do some there. Review a hairpiece. That's funny. So anyways, this is definitely a candidate. The Hurricane Spin Duster. It didn't do anything but throw the dust around. So that's definitely high on my worst of 2018 list so far. Hello from New York. It looks great. Yeah, the Spin Duster looks great, but it doesn't really, I didn't find that it worked very well. Maybe if you put some pledge or something on it, it might pick up dust, but as it is, it didn't really pick up any dust. It just kind of moved it around and kicked it up in the air. Yeah, my kitchen playground, I lost my Georgia accent when I moved out of there when I was 12 years old, but I did live in Warner Robins until I was 12. Which VidCon? I'm going to the one, Grace, I'm going to the one in Melbourne. I'm going to be there. I will be there. Maybe you can look out for me. In fact, I don't have any friends down there, so please be sure to say hi, because I'm kind of going by myself. All right, so let me see. What else do we got here? Hello, South Korea. All right, here is one that's definitely on my list of worst, and that is the Bell & Howell disc light. In fact, this is one of the 4 I got. This one stopped working completely. But in the commercial, they made it look like it was going to light up the house. In fact, one of the scenes in the commercials, they show these burglars going up to this dark house, and then with the Bell & Howell disc lights, the house is well lit and nobody's breaking into it. These barely work as accent lights. They were so dim that, regular lights would certainly outshine this. They didn't do anything, and one of the 4 stopped working within a couple weeks. So the Bell & Howell disc lights are certainly candidates for the worst of 2018 so far. I'd be curious if any of you guys have used that as well, because that one was definitely a disappointment. Hopefully Mr. Beast donates 50,000. Yeah, that would be nice. Have I reviewed the Roach Doctor? I haven't. I wish they had a scorpion doctor, because I've been finding scorpions in my bedroom this year. I found 3 in 3 days. In fact, Bailey was playing with one of them. I had to get her away from it. How much Bell & Howell lights worth? I think I paid $20 for a pack of 4 of these. So I mean, it seemed kind of steep, really. Can I do a review of Ninja Blender? I don't think I'm going to do a Ninja Blender unless they come out with a new one. Then I might actually do that one, but otherwise, I don't think I'm going to do an older blender like that. Would you put up with a water flashlight to see the brightness on both? You're talking about I think you're talking about the Hydrolite. The Hydrolite, that was last year, and that was, I don't even know if it's not working. The Hydrolite barely worked. It was so dim, and it only lasts a few charges, and after that it just stops working. So the Hydrolite was, I think it's one of the last things I did in 2017. That definitely would have made my worst of 17 if I had done it, if I'd reviewed it before that, but it was in a couple last weeks of 2017. So I definitely wouldn't, I would pick the disc lights over the Hydrolite. Can you please review a Taser flashlight? I could look into it. Well, Chris, thank you. Do you know anywhere I can try out a purple mattress in Las Vegas? As far as I know, they are not available in stores. I don't know if they are going to be available in stores. I think they were supposed to be, but I don't really communicate with the company that much. But as far as I know, there's nowhere to test them out in person. Focus Media, hey, how you doing? Focus Media was in my last bicycle video, so good to see you guys on here. Some strange messages going through there. Any plans for a trip to Tennessee? Well, if I really would like to go see my friend Kathy from the 2 Cent Chicks down there, so if that happens, I will go to Tennessee. Where is Kathy? Is Kathy in here? So Kathy, I want to go see you in Tennessee, and I want to go see Christy from Christy's Cooking Channel in Georgia. Maybe all of us would do a video together. That would be awesome. That Hydrolite was pretty bad, yes. How can ASEAN TV come up with all these inventions? I mean, I think that a lot of people approach them with stuff, and I don't really want to get into that, but I think that a lot of times they actually approach inventors about ideas and other things. How about another worst of 2018 so far? Oh, here we go. Now this one looks like it might be good, right? This is the Tiger Wrench. This is the Tiger Wrench. The big problem with the Tiger Wrench is that if you look at the advertising, it's in my video, I don't have it here, but the depth of these sockets is more than twice as deep on the advertising. I guess maybe that was a prototype and they cut corners when they did the final version. The problem with that is that it just pops right off whenever you want to go you know, the whole advertised thing is that it can work at an angle, but it just pops right off. So I really think that the advertising doesn't do this any justice, because it makes claims from the prototype that the final version doesn't make. I found this to be pretty, in my opinion, pretty useless. I wonder if anybody else has tried that. Sarah, it's boring. Sorry you hate it. But, you know, can't please everybody, right? Yeah, I wished it was good too, but a lot of these things look really good in the advertising, but they don't always pan out that way. It actually would be a good paperweight because it's pretty heavy. Oh, producer Chris, thank you for $5. Have you reviewed roadside disaster emergency kits? There's so many, and I would like to get your opinion. You know, I really haven't, and that's actually a good idea. Maybe something on Amazon. I don't think there was an As Seen on TV version, so maybe if I did a couple from Amazon, that might be worth checking out. That's actually a good suggestion. Thank you for suggesting that. Let me see. What's the best of 2018? Well, I'm not there yet. I thought about doing a best of 18, but the worst is a little bit more fun. I would say the Rangemate Pro is the best of 18. Purple Mattress is a best of 18. I got a couple of them, but the worst seems like that list is longer right now as far as worst candidates than the best candidates are. Excited about the 360 camera. Where is that at? That's around here somewhere. I'll talk about that in a minute, Focus Media. Hey, Kathy. Hey, is Kathy in here? I haven't seen her yet. That's why they call me a producer. That's right. All right, so let me see. What else do we got here? I think I've done 1, 2. Oh, well, here's another one. Here's a worst of 2018. This is one that I tried using many times, and that is the Measure King. That is a digital tape measure, which really, it seems like it should be a good product, because you can measure with the string, you can measure with this roller on the end, and then they have a laser that you can point. So I mean, it seemed like it would be a great product, but it was often highly inaccurate, and in certain lighting conditions, like bright and dark, it didn't even work at all. I would just get an error. So it became to the point where I just stopped using it, because it was never even, when it did work, it was only accurate half the time, and it didn't work half the time. So Measure King is certainly on my list for worst of 2018 so far. Grace, hopefully I see you at VidCon. Yeah, I'll be there. So look for the guy with bald head with a beard and the American accent. Dutch Bike Blogger. I'm glad you like them. This is only my second one. Hopefully this is going better than the first one. The first one was kind of a disaster the first 10 minutes or so. So let me see. 2 Cent Chicks, you are here. There you are. What about the Beard Ninja? You know, I get a lot of offers for beard products, but I mean, I keep mine so short that I'm not sure if I could really. I mean, there's this one that you clip to your neck and you attach the mirror and it catches all your clippings. And that actually borders on gross too. Like, I don't really do gross products, so I don't know. I probably should, because that's something that I would have a lot of authority on, but I haven't done any kind of a beard related product yet. If you will be going on a trip to Australia, it'd be hilarious if you would review an As Seen on TV trip. Well, I'm going, you know, one thing I'm going to do in Australia, I'm going to talk about Australia more, but I'm going to be reviewing some food there. So I'll talk about that in a few minutes. Can you review the Dollar Shave Club? I reviewed the Harry's razor last year, and I thought about doing the Dollar Shave Club, but I think I kind of missed the boat on that one. That one's been around for so long. I guess I still could. I don't know what kind of demand there is for it since it's been around. Maybe if they introduce something new, I can try reviewing that. I think the Measure King was not that bad, but it could use some fixes. Yeah, I mean, I really think that, going back to the Measure King, I really think that it was almost there. It seems like it was a prototype that wasn't quite finished, because I really wanted to like this one. That's why it's so disappointing to me. Dude, everyone does brand deals with Dollar Shave Club. Yeah, they probably do. Aussie meat pies, I'm going to be trying that. Absolutely, 100%. Stay away from Vegemite. I'm going to be trying Vegemite. I'm going to also be trying Cheesy Mite, I think it's called. Where's my friend from Sydney? Is she in here? I'm not sure. All right, so okay. I got one more from 2018 on my worst of list. I got several other things to talk about, but on my worst of list, also my second most popular video of the year, and this is Kathy's least favorite product as well. So Kathy from 2 Cent Chicks, you can chime in. You know what I'm talking about. That is the Ice Genie. That's right, this thing. The claims were that it would replace, I think it said 10 ice cube trays, because it technically makes 120 ice cubes when you go through 3 batches. But the ice cubes are minuscule. As far as volume of ice goes, I found that three batches didn't even really replace an equal number of batches of ice cubes in a regular ice cube trays, and they were easy to get out. It was hard to break the ice free. I mean, in Kathy's case, the water kind of went down to the bottom. It's just, and it's highly advertised too. I don't know. Ice Genie, I can almost guarantee this is going to be on that bottom of 18 list because it wasn't too good. You need to record your reaction to Vegemite. Yes, I'm going to be eating that with someone who's from there with me, and that will be kind of funny to see for someone who eats it regularly versus me trying it for the first time. But I'm going to have it prepared properly, because a lot of times people go there and eat a spoonful of it. That's not how you're supposed to eat Vegemite. You're supposed to have it on a sandwich. Some people put butter on it, so I'm going to try it the way they prepare it and give it a good chance. What are 2 products you reviewed and still use today? There's quite a few of them. I'm wearing the Trackline belt that I reviewed earlier in the year. Let's see, what else do I have around here? You know what I use a lot is it's called the Atomic Beam headlight. It's a flashlight that you wear on your head. I use that at night quite a bit. And you know, one product I kind of gave an lukewarm review to that I actually end up using a lot is the Grab It, which is a grabbing device. I don't use it for what it's designed for. I use it to throw balls to Bailey, because sometimes her balls go on the other side of the fence and I reach out and grab it. So that's one I use regularly that I kind of gave a lukewarm review to. You know what belt you're going to buy next? The Trackline belt's a very good belt. I would absolutely recommend that. And if the Comfort Click belt, which is the ASEAN TV version, that one was pretty good too. I wouldn't pass that one up if you happen to see it. The Comfort Click belt, my son uses that one still, so I would say that's pretty good as well. What's the Trackline belt? The Trackline belt is a ratchet belt that doesn't have holes. It works differently than a belt with belt loops. I'm not going to take my belt off right now, but I should try the Instant Ice Maker. I'm not sure what the Instant Ice Maker is, but I'll look into it. Oh, is that the one that I think someone sent me a link to that? I'll have to look into that. Julia Rachel, Vegemite on toast with butter isn't that bad. That's how I'm going to eat it. In fact, they have a cheesy mite I think I'm going to also try. So that would be. I mean, why try food if you're not going to try it the proper way? So yeah, speaking of, let me talk about. I'm actually supposed to leave on Sunday, but the only problem with that is I'm supposed to go through Hawaii on the way to Australia, and as you know, Hawaii kind of they're dealing with a storm right now, so I'm not 100% sure that flight's going to leave. I might have to just cash in my travel insurance and get a flight direct to Australia on Sunday night or Monday. But either way, I'm going to be in Australia next week. It doesn't really matter. So what is Cheesy Mite? I think Cheesy Mite is the cheesy version of Vegemite. Christy, I'm using my laptop, but I have a new camera, and I'm using an encoder, because when I didn't use the encoder, it was kind of choppy, but I got the encoder called XSplit, and that seemed to help the frames per second look a lot better. Roach Doctor. I'm getting the second time I've seen Roach Doctor. So yeah, the Trackline, does it hold up to having a phone clip? Yes, I actually on the Trackline belt, I actually clip my camera onto it, and that's heavier than a phone, and I've never had a problem with it. So you can definitely clip a phone to the Trackline. How long is the flight? Well, if I go straight to Australia, it's I think 15 hours, and then if I go to Hawaii first, that's 6, and then 10 after that. Again, I don't know what's going to happen in Hawaii. I'm supposed to leave Sunday morning. Oh, $2, thank you. Can you review Global Vision Hercules glasses? I've never heard of that before. I'll look into it. I don't even know what that is. I've done the Dial Vision glasses, and I've done a bunch of sunglasses. And I did the Zoomies glasses. I'm going to come down to Aussie for a holiday. It's not a holiday, but it's VidCon. And then I'm up to the Gold Coast and Sydney after that. How to use a salt gun that kills flies. I've been using a salt gun called Bug Assault, but it stopped working. So I need to figure out why it stopped working before I can finish my review of that. But, you know, that one, it's kind of fun, but it's not very accurate. I mean, you can kill flies, but I think half of them end up flying off wounded rather than getting killed. So what is my favorite brand of bass? My favorite bass is my Carvin fretless bass. I don't know if I have a favorite brand beyond that, but that's my prized possession. So anyway, I'm going to talk about Australia a little bit here. Give me a second to go over that. Okay, so I don't have it up. So yeah, I'm going to be going to VidCon first, and then I might be in Hawaii for a few days. Otherwise, I'm going straight to Australia. But I'm going to be going to VidCon, and then I'm going to review a different product in each city I'm in, except for in Sydney, where I'm just going to be eating Australian food. And we've got a pretty big list of things I'm going to be trying there, like meat pies, lamington, pavlova, fairy bread, I think it was. So we have quite a few things to try out there. I'm trying to figure out here. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to find this here. All right, so yeah, I mean, in Hawaii, I was going to bring this cooling towel there, which I'm not sure if I'm going to go into Hawaii or not, but this is, I think I mentioned this in my last live stream. This is a cooling towel that supposedly works in humidity. It has some packets in there that you put in the freezer, and those packets stay cold for an hour wrapped around your neck, as opposed to the most cooling towels that are just wet and they get your shirt wet and they evaporate. I'm taking that with me. I don't know where I'm going to be walking around because I'm not sure if there's been flooding or not. So I hope I can make it to Hawaii. The folding bike was crazy. Yes, it was. Mario, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. The Bug Assault can have mixed reviews. Yeah, you know what? It's not that accurate. It's more fun than an actual way to kill bugs in your house. Lamington sounds amazing. I don't even know what it is, but it's gonna be interesting. Off topic, but I love how the Knights did this year. I went to quite a few games, including the first game of the Stanley Cup Final, and that was crazy. So I'm going to be going to the opening game of the season this year, taking my son to that one. So that'll be pretty fun. Don't make fun of the bug gun. I'm not making fun of the bug gun. I'm just saying that it stopped working. I actually had fun with it. It was more fun than accurate. That's all I was trying to say. All right. So, anyways, also in Hawaii, I was going to be taking. I don't have one in front of me, but it supposedly turns a water bottle into a canteen holder on your belt. I don't know. Someone sent that to me. I'm going to see how that actually works when I'm hiking around. But if I don't make it to Hawaii, I'm not taking either one of those. Now, I will say, when I get there, I'm going to have to pronounce it in Melbourne, I believe. So if I say Melbourne or Melbourne, I'll probably get heckled. So in Melbourne, Australia, I'm going to be taking this right here in my plane. This is called Add a Rest. You add a rest to your seat, and you can also detach this for lumbar support. So that's one of the things I'm taking on my long flight with me. Hopefully it works. Never heard of it, but someone sent it to me, so I'm going to take it with me. On that 10 to 15 hour flight, I'll probably need something like that. What can we expect for the channel going forward? I will always do SE on TV products, but I'm going to be a little more selective because I think some of the things have a little bit less interests than others do, and I'm going to look for more gadgets like I've been kind of doing lately, of things that, because I get approached by 20 people a day to review their products, and most of them I don't really find very interesting. But I think if something is cool, the inventor has an idea that might be worth putting out there, I think it might be kind of cool to put some of those out. I think that's kind of what I'll be incorporating more, and hopefully I can do more traveling as well, because I think hitting the road and reviewing together is something that appeals to me. Hopefully it translates to camera. Would I ever consider being a spokesman for a TV product commercial? Man, I don't know. I'd have to really believe in it. I wouldn't just say, oh, pay me and I'll support whatever product. I'd have to actually believe in it. I'd be a spokesman for something that I've used and I actually think is good. How long am I staying in Australia? A couple weeks. I'll be there, I think, over 2 weeks. About 4 days in each city. What do you do with the products you don't like? Well, they're all behind me right here in the boneyard. Okay, so anyways, in the Gold Coast, and I didn't bring it with me. Oh well, I just posted it. I don't have it. I just posted a picture on social media, and I apologize, I thought I had it with me, of a product called the Pano Clip, which it attaches the top of your iPhone. I guess the Android doesn't exist yet, but they're working on it. And it uses your front and back facing cameras and turns it into a 360 camera. And I'm taking that one to the Gold Coast with me because I think that would be a cool place to take those kind of pictures. Now, I don't think it does video yet, which that's kind of a drawback, but the pictures are kind of cool and you can manipulate them after the fact. So, I mean, it looks like it has some pretty cool features, but sometimes they sound better than they really are. Big fans of Vince and Billy Mays. Yeah, I agree. Vince Offer, I believe, is his last name. Slowly becoming a hoarder. I am not a hoarder. That's work right there. It's not hoarding. Let me see here. All right, so and then another product I'm doing, I think I mentioned this last time. Am I a fan of Billy Mays? I'm definitely a fan of Billy Mays. This one's called, I can't see my camera here. I think I talked about this last time. These are a small and big one. You can hold your headphones and your iPhone or your smartphone cords in there. It keeps them organized. It seems kind of travel related-ish, so I think that might be kind of cool to take on the road with me. They're just kind of a throw-in thing. I'm not going to do a full video of that. It's just going to be put in another video. Geetone Garrett, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Those items in the back are money savers. These here? Oh, that's the other thing is I'm doing, for Melbourne, I'm doing packing cubes, which that's kind of a thing that a lot of travelers are starting to do now, and not everybody knows about them, but they're actually like mini suitcases that go in your suitcase, so you can organize your clothing, organize all your intimates and other things, so you don't have to dig through everything, and everything, you can actually fit more in your suitcase. So that's something else I'm going to throw in one of my videos down there as well. If you go to Harbour Town, they have an ASEAN TV shop. Where is Harbour Town? Is that anywhere near one of the 3 cities I'm going to? ASEAN TV bike related stuff. There's not a lot of bike related ASEAN TV products that I've seen. I mean, I did the folding bike, the change bike, but that's not even really an ASEAN TV product. That was just kind of more of a gadget. If I see an ASEAN TV bike products, I'll do it because I have this new bike I've been riding. Packing cubes. Oh, back to packing cubes. There's a lot of different brands, and I researched for a long time before I picked a brand that seemed like it had a lot of positive reviews and not so many bad ones. So I have high hopes for it. I looked at a bunch of different brands. Are my products a tax write-off? Yes, they are, because that is a business expense. Is there a product that works better than the Arctic Air? Not like that. I mean, I wish the Arctic Air worked better than it did. In fact, I would probably put it behind a regular fan and blow that, and that's probably better than the Arctic Air if you put them one after the other, the fan will pick up some of the cool air and blow it at you. Let me see. Base. All right, so anyways, back to my Australia trip. I do have a friend in Sydney. I don't know if that friend is here or not, but we are going to be trying quite a few different foods, and I'm bringing some American junk food down there as well that I guess is not very common in Australia. My Australian friends maybe can chime in on this, but I mean, we've got, let me think, I've got Cheez-Its. Suppose they don't have Cheez-Its down there, or goldfish crackers, Butterfinger candy bars. They don't have root beer down there. So I'm actually bringing some packets that you can make carbonated water in a root beer. So I've got quite a few things I'm going to take, so it's not just me trying the Australian food down there. You ever thought of doing a body cam action camera review? It's not technically asking on TV, but I was considering getting an action cam for this trip, but I just kind of didn't get around to it. I feel like the action cam market needs something new. Like the Sony action cam is a couple years old, and the Hero 6, I think. I don't know. Maybe when a new one comes out, I'll grab it when it first comes out and do a review of that. Try KFC in Sydney. What is different about the KFC in Sydney? Because I want to try McDonald's down there. I heard that they're a little bit different than they are here, and not only in the menu items, but in also the service. In fact, I was just doing a McDonald's video with my son today. He has a channel called Freakin Brandon, and we do mostly fast food. Well, it's his channel, but I just kind of show up and give my opinion. But I was going to compare McDonald's there with McDonald's here because I have no idea what to expect. What new products are you planning to review? Well, I've gone over a few that I'm going to be doing in Australia. I've got a few Wish to open as well. I'm going to open those in just a minute here. Those goldfish cause beards to grow faster. Well, maybe that's one of the reasons that my beard grows so fast, because I do like goldfish crackers. Christy Cooking Channel, are you his wife? Christy lives in Georgia, and she has a very cool husband named Lloyd, who I'm a huge fan of. Lloyd needs his own channel, really. But anyway, so let's get around to a few Wish products here. I don't even know what these are because I ordered them so long ago. You know how Wish works. You order it and 2 months later they show up. So here's one. I don't even know what it's going to be. Let's check it out. McDonald's has mozzarella sticks in Puerto Rico. Hey, I'm probably going to Puerto Rico in December. I'll be taking my kids there, so I'm looking forward to that. I love Puerto Rico. Absolutely. When is the next review video? The next review video is probably going to be around the 29th or the 30th. It's whatever I film while I'm in Hawaii. Hopefully I make it to Hawaii. So this is the Wish knockoff of the Clever Cutter. It looks pretty small. I don't think the Clever Cutter is that small. Yeah, is that a second person in Warner Robins? Because I grew up in Warner Robins. And I'm doing another Wish. These are for my next Wish video. Hopefully all 5 of them show up. So let's see what this one looks like. I'm just going to unbox it right now. I mean, it looks like the Clever Cutter. It even says Clever Cutter. But this is not the official Clever Cutter package. Unless they changed it, and I'm pretty sure they haven't. I don't know, it does kind of look like it. It looks smaller. I'm going to have to get my Clever Cutter out and compare it. This actually worked, the original of this worked pretty well, surprisingly, on some things. I wouldn't use it for everything, but for carrots, I mean, honestly, I don't really use it that much anymore, but it did work pretty well. So I'm going to compare this to the original Clever Cutter in my next Wish video. Warner Robins, I have family that lives in Perry. Hey, it's a love fest of the Central Georgia fam here, right? Okay, did you ever want to do something like the SodaStream? Hey, I heard that SodaStream was just bought out by Pepsi, I believe. I was considering doing a SodaStream, but they kind of stopped advertising and they kind of dropped off the radar, but I think Pepsi just bought SodaStream, if I'm not mistaken. Here's something else from Wish. No idea what this is going to be. It's going to be something that I already have the SAM TV version of. All right, let's see here. Oh, this is going to be awesome. This was my worst of 2017. That's right, the Perfect Smile veneers. The Wish version. See if they're even more gingivitis looking than the first ones were. I don't know, they're looking kind of see-through. It was not Pepsi, it was Walmart. Okay, maybe it was Walmart. I did hear they were bought out. I couldn't remember who it was. Maybe I need the clever cutter to open this up now. Let's see what we got here. How's that? This will be a fun one. This is going to be fun. We're going to do the Wish Perfect Smile veneers versus the real thing and see how they look. This will be fun. I order from Wish all the time, and by the time it comes in, I forgot what I ordered. Same here. I don't even know what these things are because it was, I think, 2 months ago I ordered these things. Some ASMR going there. Hey, you want some? What's Wish? Wish is a website that sells a lot of cheap stuff from China, so it takes a long time to get there. They're actually the sponsors of the Los Angeles Lakers, so they're not a small-time website. They're actually pretty big time. Look at the Lakers uniforms. They got Wish on there. Come to Mexico. No plans to go to Mexico. Greetings from Macon, Georgia. Definitely have a high population of Central Georgia people here. I do want to go back to Central Georgia and see my childhood home. In the next year or two, I want to go back there. And when I'm there, I'm going to go see Christy from Christy's Cooking Channel and go meet Lloyd for the first time. Yeah, I'm not a big ASMR person, but I know that there's a big market for that. All right, I got one more Wish item to open up over here. Let's see what this is. I ordered 5 products, only 3 have arrived. In fact, back in April, I ordered 6, and one of those never showed up. You want to go to Georgia? That's the first time I've heard of it. Maybe Christy can tell us the best time of year to visit Georgia, because I don't remember. I just remember it was always hot there. You ordered something in January and just got it? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Okay. Hello, Lisa. Here is, what is this one? Oh, it's, speaking of, now see, this looks like an official beat up version of the Comfort Click belt. I was just talking about this earlier. This is a ratchet belt. Now this looks like it might be official because that seems official-ish. I might have to pull my packaging out of there and compare it. And I do have 2 Comfort Click belts already, so I can definitely compare to that. So those are my 3 Wish items I received in the mail. The Comfort Click ratchet belt, the Wish version of Perfect Smile veneers, and the Wish version of the Clever Cutter, which to me seems smaller than the original. So that's going to be 3 of the things in my next Wish video. Hopefully the others arrive soon. Wish takes forever. It takes forever. I mean, it can... Well, that person just said it took 8 months to get there. When you can't sleep, you watch my videos because my voice is so relaxing. Either that or I'm just boring, one of the two, right? That box is official. It does look official. It looks beat up, but it looks official. I mean, yeah, I think that might actually be the real thing. What's my favorite adult beverage? I like bourbon barrel aged stouts. That's my favorite adult beverage. Let's see here. Okay, so what else we got here? Never ordered electronics on Wish. You know, I was considering trying some clothing on Wish to review those just to see how cheap or how good they were, because there's some pretty cheap clothing on there, and I figure if I order 3 or 4, if even one was any good, it might be worth it. I don't know if anybody here has ordered from Wish or not, but I'd be curious what you guys think about that. 8 months, that's insane. Blue Moon for you, yeah. Well, that's my go-to when there's not a lot of choices in a bar, is Blue Moon for sure. Greetings from SoCal. Your daughter Kaylee and you watch. Thank you, Justin. I've lived in Southern California for 15 years. So that's my old stomping grounds. So yeah, I think I went through my. Wait, I see Oculus. Can you add me on Oculus Go? Yes, you can. I'm not sure how you'll do that now, but you can certainly do that. Wish clothes are awful. See, I need to get some Wish clothing and do that. Has the battle visor been yet? It has not been. In fact, I left it in the back of my car, so it was in direct sunlight, and it still hasn't been. The tack visor was almost a semicircle, and I went to close it, and it just broke in a million pieces. And somehow the plastic got set next to the trash can, and somehow it got put in the trash can. So my tack visor is in a landfill now. But the battle visor is different. It wasn't bent to begin with, and it's a little bit thicker, so I think that the battle visor might be more sturdy than the tack visor. Never buy clothing from Wish. And this person says, I love the Wish clothes. Okay, so difference of opinion. If you want cheap clothes, it's about AliExpress. Oh, I haven't ordered from them, but I need to do that. Order several sizes up if you order clothes. Oh, I need to maybe think about that. Because one thing I noticed on Wish when I was looking at clothes, I was looking at shirts for probably an hour, but every guy that took a picture of a shirt pulled it out of the packaging and put it on with the wrinkles from the packaging on there. I was thinking, why don't you wash it first and then dry it and then put it on when it's actually not wrinkled? Because you could see the lines from when it had been folded up. I'm like, that doesn't help me. I mean, I don't want to have a folded shirt being modeled for me. I couldn't find one shirt where the guy had actually washed it first. They'd take it out of the box and put it on and take a picture of it. Let's see. Post your Oculus code in the description. Okay, I haven't shared that. I've only added a couple of friends on there, usually from Facebook, so I haven't really done it that way, but I can do it. Hello, Belgium. You gave me some advice about posting a bit earlier to reach the European market. I do remember you saying that, yes. The problem is that most of my viewers, like 80%, are from the US, so it's kind of hard to really know when to post, because on a 24-hour globe, someone's going to be in the middle of the night. So I try to post for when most of my US viewers are watching, which is usually in the early evening. Where's the main star, Bailey? She's in my room. Bailey is in my room with Elle. I don't know if AliExpress is safe. I've never actually ordered from there. My daughter has, so she can probably chime in. There was. I was going to mention something else that I mentioned in my last live stream that I want to mention again, because I get an email like this almost every day that someone is using one of my videos in their advertisements. So if you see an ad with me in it, I didn't endorse it. I don't endorse advertising, especially from these 2-bit places that are selling it. So, I mean, most of them are out of the country. I mean, you can send takedown notices, but they don't really work. All I'm saying is if you see me in an ad, they took it, and I wouldn't buy from them, because it happens almost every day I see something like that. So, is there any place in Las Vegas you'd recommend for someone like another resident to go shopping? Well, it really depends on what you want. I mean, I wouldn't go to the Strip because everything's expensive down there. I do a lot of shopping down at Fry's. That's a place I like to go to. See a lot of talk about AliExpress here. Maybe I should do an AliExpress video at some point. You see the ads all the time. Thank you for reporting them. I've sent takedown notices. I've threatened. I've just given up because for every one that I send, there's 10 out there that I don't even see. It's almost always the Microtouch Solo. That one I see a lot, or Egglets. That one I see ads for. And or actually, I saw one. Actually, there's a website that has my thumbnail of me holding up the Measure King as if I endorse it, and this is not even a good review. I don't even like this product, and they're using my face to sell it? Come on now. You wish you had a Fry's here. Fry's, our Fry's used to be kind of have pretty bad customer service, but they've gotten better over the years. It's just the only problem is we only have one in town, and it's not very close. How is the purple mattress going? The purple mattress is going very well. Actually, very happy with it. I haven't noticed any kind of wear and tear. I haven't noticed any sagging. I still have less back problems now than I did before. So I have nothing bad to say about it. That would be sick. A collab with Crazy Russian Hacker. I think we talked about this last time too. I don't think that I'm in his league. And I don't think that I could bring anything to the table to warrant a collaboration. I'd be happy to do it, of course, but I'm a fan of his, so I would definitely do it. What is Fry's? Fry's is a store that mostly sells a lot of electronic stuff. In ours, there's one side that has computers and software and laptops. Other side has video games. There's a big ass scene on TV section. They even have appliances too. It's a very large store. Darian, you just got here. What did you miss? What did you miss? I'll recap. I went over my worst candidates for some of my worst 5 products of 2018. I opened a couple of wish items that I'm going to be doing in my future video, and I talked about some of the things I'm going to be doing in Australia because I'm going there next week. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go through Hawaii on my way to Australia, so that might, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel for the people there. Hopefully the storm turns pretty soon and doesn't hit them as hard as they think. You still love your purple pillow. You've had it for a year, so you've had it longer than I have. I like my purple pillow. It took me a while to get used to it because it's a very different material, but after a while I actually started liking it. The purple mattress, is it really that heavy? I think it's 180 pounds. It took 2 big guys to move it in there. In fact, I had to pay one of my son's friends to help us put it on the platform because I couldn't pick it up myself. So it's very heavy. So I've got my 200-pound mattress, my 20-pound pillow, and my 20-pound blanket. So I got a pretty heavy bed set there. Hi Tabitha, thank you. I'm glad you like my reviews. Am I a hoarder? I'm not a hoarder. These are all of my products that I've either reviewed or boxes for ones that I still use. You could smother someone with a purple pillow? Absolutely you could. It's very heavy. But yeah, I need to start getting rid of some of this stuff. I do realize that. October is my 2-year anniversary on YouTube, so I think I'm going to start getting rid of some of the old stuff somehow. Maybe a garage sale or donate it or something. I'm not sure yet. Giveaways maybe? I'm not sure. What size is the mattress? The mattress I have is a king size mattress. You can't get over the smell of purple products. Well, the mattress didn't really smell. The pillow did, but the mattress didn't, that I remember. I don't think it had a smell to it. I should build a Game of Thrones style chair with all that stuff. That would be amazing. If someone knows how to pull that off, I'd be willing to try it. Review Futsuki. I did do that. That was in one of my early videos from early 17, I think it was. So if you look for it, you'll find it. If you do a search for that, you'll find my review of the Futsuki. Is the purple mattress hot? No, it's actually on the cool side. The purple pillow and the purple mattress both seem cooler than an average mattress. So I think that it stays cool more than a regular mattress does. Hello from Wisconsin. What part of Wisconsin are you from? Because I have friends there. Have you ever reviewed the Bell & Howell light bar? I use the Bell & Howell light bar quite a bit. That was another one that I think that was in my best of 2017 list because I use it quite a bit. I found a lot of uses for it. It's just a generic bar of lights, but I seem to reach for it quite often. How do I feel about being at almost 200,000 subs? I don't really. I don't take it for granted. I think it's amazing. I never expected it. I was happy when I hit 5,000. I thought that was as high as I'd ever get. You should review the Work X products like the Hydro Shot. I thought about that, but I haven't pulled the trigger. Maybe I will at some point. Did you stop uploading reviews? I did not. I just did one a few days ago, and I'm doing this live one because I'm leaving town in 2 days, and then I'm going to be filming on the road for the next 3 weeks. So I should be posting every 4 days while I'm on vacation. You live in southern Wisconsin near the border. My friend's in Stevens Point, La Crosse, Green Bay. Did I review the Dream Tints? Yes, I did. That was pretty early in 2017 also. Try an egg topper. Is the egg topper a name of a product or is it a type of product? Because I'm not sure what that is. What is your day job? This is my day job. This is all I do. Rip toilet paper, dude. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Is there toilet paper in here? Not sure what that means. And by the way, I do get offers for products that I don't take, even if they sound appealing for me to take. Like for example, I had JVC wanted to send me this 4K 65-inch TV to review for free, but I mean, it didn't really seem genuine of me to review that, because I mean, I saw other people who would review that same TV, so they're obviously giving out to other reviewers, and it's obvious they're just trying to get a free TV out of it. And I would like a new free TV, but I'm not going to take up one of the few videos I post per month for that just because I want it for free. I don't think it's really in my category. It's not even gadgety enough for me to post something, so I didn't take it. So I don't, I'm pretty selective about what I do reviews of. I'm trying to mix things up as best I can by adding some different gadgets. So hopefully that translates into some more interesting videos down the road, hopefully. Would I review hair plugs? No, I'm not going to do hair plugs. I would look terrible with hair again. I'm so used to it. I've been bald for 13 years, I think. It's a bit old, but if you tried the Rolly, I really thought about that. I think Kathy from 2 Cent Chicks did that one, and I saw I can't think of his name, but I saw a really good video of the guy doing the Rolly, and I thought I couldn't top it. And that was when it first came out. I don't know. I thought about it. Maybe I'll do it if there's like a last resort thing. Egg topper is a product for neatly cutting the top off of an egg. It uses shockwave. Really? That's interesting. That sounds like it wouldn't work, but who knows? It's kind of like the Vino Pop. I don't know if anybody saw the Vino Pop review. It's this thing that you put into a bottle and pump it a few times and the cork comes out. It only worked half the time. Sometimes they look good in the commercials. They don't always work when you get them. Do you still use the camera in your car? Oh, I think you mean this, and the answer is no, I don't use this. This was the HD mirror cam, which stopped working after a few months. It was very shaky to begin with, but it just completely stopped working, where it would shut off after about 10 seconds. And eventually I just took it out of the car because it stopped working. I think I did an update on that. Did I review the Arctic Air? Yes, I did. And I found that the Arctic Air worked if you were a few feet away from it. But I think that people in humid climates are having problems with mold forming on the filter. If Kathy's still here, she can chime in on that. But the Arctic Air, I didn't think worked much better than a regular fan, so I didn't really keep using it. I have a regular floor fan that works for me. Okay, let me see. You should go to Kmart while you're in Australia. It's so amazing. Yeah, our Kmart's closed. I don't know if there might be one open in Vegas, but most of them closed here. And they were like kind of seen as like trashy Walmarts, and nobody ever wanted to go there. If you're saying they're good in Australia, I'll definitely go check that out, because I'm looking. I mean, I'm not just going to visit Australia. I'm going to compare the culture with here in the U.S. and try to make some interesting videos out of it. 24/7 Kmart. Would the Arctic Air be good for cooling myself after a long, hot, and sweaty run? I would say if you put it right in front of your face, it would cool your face off. But their claims it'll cool a room, I don't buy that at all. I don't see how it would happen. If you put a fan in front of it, it might work a little better, but I didn't think that was powerful enough. Do you have more fun writing the reviews or recording and editing videos? I have more fun recording the videos. I don't like editing them, and I don't really like writing them either. I like filming them. I just saw this. I was curious about the Angel Light. How are the other ones in the Angel? The Light Angel, I think, is what you're talking about. The Light Angel is in my backyard, and it still works pretty well. It's brighter. There was the Atomic Beam Sunblast in my front yard and the Light Angel in my backyard. And I would say at this point, after they've been used for a while, the Light Angel is brighter. But see, it uses regular batteries, where the Sunblast uses a solar-powered battery that's charged up. It's just not as bright. So I would say the Light Angel is better between those two. Do you still use a handy heater? I do not. I didn't feel like it. It's kind of like the warm weather version of the Arctic Air. In fact, I think they're by the same company. I just felt like they didn't blow strong enough to really live up to the advertising hype that it could warm an entire room. I think if you have it right in front of you, I think I used to use the handy heater literally in front of my hands when I was typing, because my hands get cold. But if you're not right on top of it, you don't feel much. David Poole, nice to see you doing a live stream again. Did you expect to see this kind of increase since you hit 100,000? Absolutely not. It took me 17 months at 100,000, and it's going to be 5 or 6 months to hit the next 100,000. I didn't see that at all. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I have no explanation for it. Christy, red copper is what he's done, unless I missed one. I did red copper. I did the blue diamond pan and the red copper. I don't think these are the only pans I've done. How's Bailey doing? Bailey's doing pretty good. She's starting to finally calm down a little bit. Not a lot, but she's finally gets along with Elle, my Chihuahuas. They didn't really get along too well before. So Bailey's finally becoming a little bit more of an adult temperament dog. She's still crazy, but now she's a crazy adult and not a crazy kid. Let me see here. How many live shows have you done now? This is my second one. My first one didn't start off too well because I used my phone instead of my laptop and it overheated. And then I started a second one on a different stream that I thought was private and it didn't go public. So I worked out all the bugs, I think. So hopefully this live stream turns out better than the other one did. Do a review on the Copper Eggs XL. Oh man, not more eggs. I've done a lot of egg products. I did the one, what was it called? I'm starting to forget the names of some of these products, but I've done quite a few egg products. I'm not sure I really feel like any more eggs. 5.4K subs away from 200. I know that's crazy. I have no explanation for it. Blue diamond, organic, red copper. What's next? Purple iron, probably. Well, I think the organic actually evolved into the red copper. If you look at them side by side, I still have an organic pan. It's the same design, but the coating is a different color. I don't see much of a difference between the two of them. It's funny, all my kids are both saying no more eggs. Do the slap chop. I should do the slap chop. That's something that and the ShamWow. I was going to do the ShamWow because I've had so many requests for it, but I thought it was available in stores and I can't find it now, so I'm going to have to go online and order it. So maybe I'll do like a Vince Offer episode and do 3 of his products or something. I think I found something you haven't reviewed called the Zippy Sack. The zippy sack. That's the one that goes over the mattress that kids sleep in like a sleeping bag, if I'm not mistaken. That's been around for a while. There was another as seen on TV version of that. I can't remember the name of it, but zippy sack I think is about 5 or 6 years old. The green one didn't work. Yeah, I think the organic didn't really work too well. How long do you live stream? This is my second one, so I'm probably not going to go too much longer. I kind of went over everything I wanted to go over, but I just figured I would hang out for a little bit until it starts getting slow here. Would you party with Vince? I don't know, man. I've seen Vince's mugshot. He seems like he's kind of a party animal. I don't know if I could hang with Vince or not, but I would like to meet Vince. I would love to meet him, and Anthony Sullivan too, because those guys, even Mark Gill, who's like the next level down. But I don't know if those guys would want to meet me, though. Yeah, I mean, Vince, ShamWow's old school. Is it 20 years old, ShamWow? I don't know, but I've got a lot of requests for that one, so that might be like a classic that I can do. Russia Hacker's been doing his reviews for a while. There can be more than one reviewer. Hey, I have nothing to say about Crazy Russian Hacker. I mean, the guy's got 10 million subscribers. I mean, he's doing something right. But I think on YouTube, one person doesn't have to fail for another one to succeed. There's plenty of room for everybody. So I wish him nothing but luck. I like him. I've been a subscriber for, I don't know, after I got on my channel, people said I should look at him, and I definitely like Crazy Russian Hacker. So I think that there's no competition. It's all good. I like watching this channel. Shane, I just started watching your videos. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. What about live streaming with Brandon? Where is he? Brandon's in his room. I think he's actually watching this right now. How did the name Freakin Reviews come about? And ShamWow's 45 years old? That's crazy. It must have been a different spokesman back then. The name Freakin Reviews, I launched 2 websites at the same time to kind of A/B test the names, and I thought Freakin Reviews just kind of sounded cool. And I was testing both websites, and I noticed that Freakin Reviews was getting more traffic than my other ones, so it seemed like that was a better name, so I stuck with it. And then I launched this YouTube channel to kind of supplement my website, but the YouTube channel kind of took off on me. What product do you use the most? I get to ask that question quite a bit, and I would say, I mean, aside from those that like you wear, you know, like I wear that trackline belt every day, so I mean that would be something I use a lot. But as far as like reaching in and grabbing it and using it, I use all the sunglasses because I have so many sunglasses now. I mean, I've reviewed so many of them. I have a drawer full of them, like Fred Sanford on Sanford & Son. You just I pull out a handful of glasses and just pick one. Not that any of them are really better or worse than the others that much, but I would say the Rangemate Pro I use a lot. Obviously the Pearl bed, the Pearl mattress, and Pearl pillow I use every day too, but the Rangemate Pro I use quite a bit. There's room for everybody. Well said. Thank you. I actually kind of stole that, I think, from Steve Jobs when people were the Apple versus Microsoft thing, and he said basically the same thing, so I'll give credit to Steve Jobs. He just said it's not a zero-sum game, and we don't have to fail for Microsoft to succeed and vice versa. And I kind of feel the same way on YouTube. In fact, I think that competition is good on YouTube, if you call it competition. My channel got its first boost when another big YouTuber did a review of something a product had reviewed earlier, and I got recommended, and that was my first big surge, was because of another YouTuber. So really, competition's a good thing, not a bad thing. So people that think the competition's bad on YouTube, I think are missing the point. Do you keep everything in your review? That's pretty much everything. I think there's 1 or 2 things that may have gotten thrown away on accident, but that's pretty, I'd say I'm pushing 200 things there. You use the plastic piece for the car. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what plastic piece for the car you're talking about, unless you're talking about the tack visor. That one broke, but I have the battle visor, which still is working. What is your favorite band? Talk about off topic. Right now my favorite band is Tesseract. but I don't know if I have a favorite band of all time. My son can vouch for me that I'm obsessed with Tesseract right now. Microwave steamer as seen on TV. Do you still use hot hands? I occasionally use hot hands, even though I think that there's a lot of hype in the advertising. Like, you can't stick your hand in a pot of boiling water without it burning. But my son loves hot hands. This is his favorite product, I think. So I do still use it sometimes, but I don't think it's always better than just a regular pot holder. Oh, talking about the seat catcher plastic thing, that could be, yeah, the Catch Caddy, that's called. And there's other versions, there's other similar products out there. I do use the Catch Caddy, and it actually still works. That's one of the only few products I actually bought twice, because when I traded in a car, I left them in there, so I actually had to go buy another one, a set of two, because I do find it useful. James, if someone wanted to come to Vegas and hang out, would you? I've already done that. I've already done that before. So, I mean, obviously I'd meet in a public place, but yeah, I would do that. Why not? I like meeting people. Will you do more Wish product reviews? Yeah, I've got 3 here. I don't know if you saw earlier. I've got 3 I opened up. I'm waiting for 2 more to arrive, and then I'll do my next Wish segment, because I think that's kind of fun to compare the Wish ones with the ones that I have already. You a big Led Zeppelin fan? I am. I have a Led Zeppelin shirt. John Paul Jones is one of the best bass players of all time, so love Led Zeppelin. How do you feel when live streaming? I don't know, it's kind of weird. I mean, because I'm completely alone right here, but yet I'm talking to 285 people. That's a little bit strange, but I guess you kind of get used to it. I just feel like, I guess I'm getting used to talking to a camera and knowing there's a lot of other people on the other side of that. Let's hope it doesn't take Wish 8 months. No kidding. Well, it took Wish, these took 2 months, and I'm still waiting for 1 from April and 2 more from June. So who knows? The As Seen on TV microwave steamer. I'm not sure if it's a motorcycle. I'm not sure if I have seen that. There was the pasta and more, which you could use as a steamer. But that's about all I can think of. Have you ever thought about doing reviews of craft beers? I have, but number one, I've got a lot of craft beer friends who have a much better palate than I do, and they have all the vernacular down. And also, I'm not sure if YouTube likes alcohol as a subject. And I'm not sure if my normal audience would want to see that. I'm used to seeing As Seen on TV products, and I'm talking about Bourbon County Stout. I don't know. I've mentioned beer in my reviews before. Please do live streaming more. I'm going to try to do it once a month. That's my goal right now. So that's, I'm going to try to stick to a once a month live stream so I can kind of talk to people, update things as they're happening. What days do you post? And I wish I had a set schedule. Right now I'm posting like either Monday or Tuesday and Friday. That's kind of my unofficial posting schedule, but my problem is sometimes I'm using a product and I'm not done testing it when that day arrives, so I need more time on it. So I take as long as I need, but I try to stick to one early day in the week and Friday. Can I get a heart from you, because I've never gotten one before? Can you heart in here? I don't even know. I'm pretty new to this live streaming thing, so bear with me if I'm still kind of a noob at live streaming. I have friends that do all the time, but I don't. Hello from Iowa. Hey, I got an Iowa shirt I wear quite a bit. I've got family there. Both of my parents are from Iowa, so hello Iowa. I have a soft spot in my heart for that state. What's my favorite game? Do you mean video game or board game? Video game. I don't know if I have a favorite video game, but I was very obsessed with Watch Dogs a couple years ago. Is your son the main camera guy? Yeah, but he hasn't been filming that much lately because he's got his own channel he's doing. He's got Freakin Brandon, in which I'm in with him, but now the cameraman's off. He's like went off on his own, so I'm using the tripod. But sometimes I have to make him hold the camera too. Okay, hello from Indiana. Hey, you'll see my Indiana shirt. Yes, I have a cousin that lives there. I was just in Carmel a couple months ago, and I visit Carmel every year. So hello, Indiana. As a Vegas resident, are you a gambler? Absolutely not. I find it boring. I mean, some people love it, but I've also seen people get in trouble. I mean, people that I know have gotten in pretty big trouble gambling. So it doesn't appeal to me. It's not my thing. What is your daughter's favorite band? Evanescence. Hello, Dominican Republic. Love the Caribbean. Oh, Reed Martinez, where's my Bailey review? You want me to review my dog? I should do something Bailey video, like a best of Bailey or Bailey biography. I don't know. I used to have a Bailey Instagram page, but it got taken down. So I have a lot of cute pictures of Bailey when she was a puppy. Oh, my favorite VR virtual reality game. Oh, in the Oculus Go, you mean? I don't know if I have a favorite. I spend a lot. You know what's funny is I spend a lot of time in Oculus rooms and V time with friends. But I just got this new one. Well, I didn't get it, but I'm about to get one called. It looks like a Mario Kart ripoff. It looks really fun, and that's what I'm kind of excited about. But I do like a lot of the basic ones, roller coasters, the shooting games. But I spend more time in V time in Oculus rooms than anything else on Oculus Go. Alex, I'm going to be in your town, in your city next week for VidCon. Test a dog bath. Well, I did do the bark bath, which is right over there, and which worked pretty well. I think that it doesn't replace grooming, but it worked pretty well. You could probably make another Bailey with all that hair. Oh man, Bailey sheds so much. My room I'm drowning in hair. I really am. There's so much hair there. I would bring Bailey out, but she'd probably knock over everything here. She would seriously, because she doesn't go in the garage, so she'd get really excited, and she'd probably knock everything off here. Have I tried the Maxi? I know what the Maxi Climber is. It looks interesting, but I haven't. I think I did a review product, Booty Max, I did early on, but I don't know if exercise equipment is really my forte. Am I from Australia? No, but I'm going to be there for a couple weeks, starting next week for VidCon, and then I'm going up to Gold Coast and Sydney. I can't wait. I'm excited about Australia. I'm leaving on my trip Sunday morning, assuming that Hawaii is clear to land in. Who is my favorite YouTuber? It's going to sound cliche, but Casey Neistat I look forward to every time I post something. On the other hand, most of the people that I watch are friends of mine that I've usually met in real life or that I've become friends with outside of YouTube. So I watch a couple of big ones. I watch Crazy Russian Hacker, John Olson, Casey Neistat, and then after that it's 2 Cent Chicks, Christy's Cooking Channel, my son Freakin Brandon, and Mike Benson, the Unbox Warehouse. Because I like supporting smaller YouTubers, people that I know personally, because we can talk about things and we can share ideas. It's just, I feel more of a connection to them than I do some of the bigger YouTubers. Am I going to the Great Barrier Reef? I don't know if I'm going to go that. I think it's pretty far north of. I'm going to be in Surfer's Paradise, and I'm not sure how close it is to that. I don't think I'm going to make it that far up. Do you still have your 16-year-old cat? Unfortunately, we don't. But we do have a new cat named Spooky, who is. That's my daughter's cat. What's your favorite bass line? Man, that's a tough one. There's some great bass lines out there. It's hard to say. I mean, I could go on all day about favorite bass lines. I will say that I like Yes, Roundabout, that's a good one. Ramble On by Led Zeppelin, that's a great one. There's too many good ones to mention. The Great Barrier Reef is an hour from Gold Coast? Oh, wow. Then maybe I'll have to get up there. I thought it was like 10 hours or something. I didn't know it was that close. Okay. Hello from Moore Park, California. Review the shake weight. Is that even a thing anymore? Didn't South Park do something on the shake weight? I think they did. That was a pretty funny one. Favorite bassist? That one is easy. My favorite bass player is Stanley Clarke. I got to see him live in 1986. It was just him by himself on a stool on a stage, and he played for an hour, and that place was blown away by him. Stanley Clarke is the greatest bass player ever. Have you drank Dirty Dastard? No. I have drank that. I've got a bottle of it, and it's actually very good. What do you do with all those As Seen on TV staff? That's this stuff back here that I don't use. What's a product that isn't out there yet, but you would like to see out to review? I can't say I know. They usually test market a bunch of stuff towards Christmas. Corinna, you live 3 hours from Sydney. I want to be in Sydney. I'm going to be in Sydney on the 7th. Do you watch Family Guy? I do watch Family Guy. Family Guy is awesome. Which band is he from? If you're talking about Stanley Clarke Clarke's kind of a solo artist, but he played in a lot of jazz fusion bands in the 70s, like Return to Forever. Look him up. He's incredible. Review the neti pot. I have a neti pot. I suggested my kids use a neti pot, but they're kind of freaked out by it. It does work, but it's kind of gross. Les Claypool is a great bass player. Not a great singer, but he's a great bass player. Let me see. Do you have any German products? I'm not sure if I have any German products. I think some of those knives are supposed to be German engineered or something, but I'm not sure if they really are or not. Your son Leighton asked to watch one of my videos. He does pretend toy videos inspired by you. That's amazing. You should have him do a toy video. I'd love to see it. Review your kids. That's funny. My favorite person in Family Guy would be Stewie. Do I watch The Simpsons? It's been a while, but I used to watch them a lot, yes. Have you tried the Auto Hammer? Is that the one where you break your windshield? Is that what that is? I don't think I've seen that one, but there's been a couple products where you can supposedly break your window when you get in an accident or something. Do you still have that? Oh, the blank wheel you're asking about, if she still has it. In fact, I just asked her about that last night. The blank wheel she does still use. I let her have it because she has anxiety and I don't, and she still seems to like it. I mean, she can chime in on it. I like Brian. I like Brian and Stewie both, yeah. Don't you feel like Crazy Russian Hacker kind of stole your shtick and his new gadgets put to the test? I don't even think he's seen me. I bet he's never seen my videos. I think he's always done kind of stuff like that. But I don't know. We're different, and I don't have a problem, because if he's doing that, there's a chance people will find me being suggested. So I don't have a problem with Crazy Russian Hacker. We're also a little bit different. He'll do 4 at once and kind of do a quick review. I'm usually a lot more thorough. So, I think they almost could complement each other in that respect. What's your favorite old console? Nintendo 64. That's the way to go. Coon Dog the Man 1 2 3 4. Hey, it's good to see you. Haven't seen you for a while. Have you ever reviewed shoe slots? I do know of shoe slots. I never reviewed that. So you have to tell me what you think about it. That's been around for a long time. I think that's kind of in the clearance section nowadays. Can people send you stuff like fan mail? I mean, I get a lot of emails, but I do have a P.O. box on my YouTube. But mostly people send me like Amazon stuff, like, I get stuff like this, the Nest, which I'm going to take to Australia with me. What else? I get stuff like this cooling towel that I'm going to take to Hawaii if I make it there. So I do get stuff sent to me, but not usually fan stuff. American Dad is hilarious, yes, and I like, what's his name, the alien on there? He's really funny. see. Crazy Russian Hacker has a long history of plagiarizing other YouTube videos. Haven't watched him that long, so I mean, people compared me to him when I first started. I hadn't seen him, and I watched him. I thought there was some overlap. I mean, it's different. It's not the same. I don't feel threatened by him, and nor he should feel obviously threatened by me. But DJ Stewart, thank you for watching. See you later. But anyway, I think that it's good that he's out there, because he's one of the channels that recommends my videos the most, so his success helps me. Am I going to do any reviews in Australia? I'm going to do 3 reviews when I'm there. I'm going to do where's it at? While I'm at VidCon, I'm going to do the packing cubes and add a rest. This is add a rest, where you add a rest to your travels. In Gold Coast, I'm going to do Pano Clip, which is it clips onto your phone and makes it a 360 camera, and the Nest, which are these. And in Sydney, I'm doing all Australian food with an Australian. So that's my plans for Australia. I'm from Lanai. What part of Hawaii are you going to visit? I'm just going through Honolulu for basically as a long layover for a couple days. So I usually go over to Maui. Oh, Corinna, you're in Australia. I think I knew that. It should be fun. I've never been there. I'm stoked. That's kind of what this video is about, because I wasn't going to post a video today. I'm just kind of like, this is like my pre-vacation celebration Friday night. Greg, review garbage from wish.com. P.S. Buckethead rules. Well, I got 3 Wish items right here. I just unboxed. I'm waiting for 2 more, and I'm gonna do another Wish video. So that should be up. Hopefully, when I get back from Australia, I'll have the rest of them. Do I still have the purple bed? Yes, I do. I think the purple bed's awesome. Thank you, 65 drums. What's the absolute worst as seen on TV product of all time in your opinion? I actually have a video with that title called "Worst of All Time?" ? And I think that's the Zoomies, which are these binocular glasses that look absolutely ridiculous, but they kind of work. So maybe it isn't the worst. I mean, it's hard to answer. There's quite a few that would be in that category. Coondog the Man 1234. I like to watch your videos to see if an SC on TV product's any good. Hey, I subscribe to your channel too, Coondog the Man. So you're the guy that can break everything apart and show what's inside. So it's kind of cool to sometimes see you open up products that I reviewed to see your take on those. Baba Booey. Hey, I love Howard Stern, so you're not going to get any complaints here. J. Ray K says the worst of all time would be the sponge. And you know what? My friend Kathy at the 2 Cent Chicks would probably agree with you on that. And there's something to be said for it, because it's not a sponge. It's a silicone scrubber. It doesn't absorb anything. So I think a sponge has to be absorbent. So I don't know how they can get away calling that a sponge. It certainly isn't. Yeah, Better Sponge is the name of it. I don't think that's really a very good product. It's okay as a scrubber, and actually it's okay as a pot holder, but it's not okay as a sponge. Crazy Russian Hacker will never do that. He likes everything. He does seem to like a lot of stuff, which is, and that's fine. I mean, that's his prerogative. You know, I don't. It's weird because like if I don't like something, I've been accused of being unfair, and when I do like something, I'm accused of being a shill for the company. So you really can't win with reviews. Or if you have a different opinion from someone else who has it, you know, if you like it or don't, and they are the opposite, then they call you an idiot. So you can never really win with reviews. So I don't worry about it. Come to Toronto. Canada's high on my list. I want to go to Toronto and Montreal. Those are both high on my list. I definitely go in the summertime because I don't think it's I'd do it that well in winter up there. Gina, you have the best review channel. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try to be detailed. I mean, but there's only so much detail you can go into. I mean, a lot of times I'll post a review and one of the first comments is, you should have done this. Yeah, I could have done anything. It's just how I chose to review it. I mean, people complain about stuff, but they're not the ones doing the review. I do my best. I'm not perfect. I just do it from an average consumer standpoint and see if I like it or not. Sasha, I know you. You're going to be down there by VidCon. Does being the talent... Oh, Aaron Weiss wants to know if I'd be an infomercial talent. I don't know about that. Like I said, I think I said this earlier. If I really liked the product, I'd do it. But to be approached and say, will you pitch this product without me doing it? I would never do that. That would be so contrary to everything I've done before this that I feel like I would lose credibility quickly by doing that. How's the weighted blanket? That's the Blanquil. My daughter uses it. She still uses it, and she still likes it. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Exactly. Let me see here. If the haters think they can do a better job, they should make their own videos. Yeah, but notice they don't. All the trolls on YouTube are easy to sit around and pick apart everybody, but they're not the ones making their own videos. They're not the ones spending 4 days making a 10-minute video to just go, you should have done this. You didn't do it. I did. Where in Australia are you going? I'm going to Melbourne, Gold Coast, Sydney. And I'm going to be in each place about 4 days. Do you watch Rick and Morty? I just had a conversation about that, and my son was telling me I gotta watch it. I haven't yet. And I like a lot of the adult cartoons, so I don't know why I haven't watched it yet. I'm asking, would you refuse something if I picked up an additional one? Are you saying that if you sent me something, would I refuse it? I'm not sure if I understand the question. Review the Copper Fit Balance insoles. I did review the Copper Fit Balance insoles. In fact, I think I listed them on my best of 2017 because I used them. Here's the thing though, they don't last forever. They lasted me 4 to 6 months, but they were really good. I take walks every night, and I take long walks. And sometimes I have like runner's knee, so my knee will start hurting. And when I had those in there, it really lessened the problem a lot. So I actually thought they were very good. If you see them, I would suggest trying them out. Sasha, I'm glad you like it. Let me see. You live. I'm trying to say it correctly. You live in Melbourne, because people here don't say Melbourne, but I will be there in less than a week. I trust your reviews a lot. Crazy Russian Hacker just says amazing after literally everything he tries. You know, that's just how he is. You know, we're just different, you know, and we have different opinions. I watch most of his videos. Review bald heads. I'll start with my own. He's asking you to review it if he buys it. I mean, I get sent a lot of stuff, and I get asked to review even more than that. So, and I only do 6, maybe 8 videos a month, so I can't guarantee I'm going to review anything because I have to really pick and choose. Sometimes I've started reviewing something and I knew it was gonna be a bad video, so I didn't finish it. Do you secretly want Brandon to be obese from all the food reviews? Brandon is a stick. I mean, that boy is skinny, and he eats twice as much as I do. I don't know how he does it. Do I want to be obese? No, that's obviously terrible, but he could definitely put on some weight and it would look good on him. Can you say Aussie? Aussie? Can I say Aussie for you? Well, I don't know. I'm going to be picking up all kinds of slang down there. Yeah, I don't want people to think that it's me versus Crazy Russian Hacker. First of all, I'd lose that battle because he's got millions of subscribers. But I think that he's actually helped my channel more than hurt it. Even if people think he's stolen my ideas, which I'm not sure of. I get recommended after his videos, so I don't have a problem with it. You know, I have nothing bad to say about him. Chris Showalter, hey man, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. By the way, I have been watching Australian TV show, an old one called Houseos. If anybody in Australia knows that show, I'm obsessed with that show. That's my favorite TV show right now. And I don't know anybody here who's ever seen that show. That is a funny show. I mean, it's kind of raunchy, but it's funny, man. That's nothing like anything here. Can I send you bourbon barrel-aged stout from my brewery? Hey, well, that's bourbon barrel-aged stout is my favorite. Absolutely. You're my favorite ASEAN TV reviewer. You review all the products, not like the others. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to. I mean, I've started to notice there's kind of like different levels of ASEAN TV products. There's the ones that are heavily marketed, and then there's kind of some that just show up on the shelves that were never marketed, and I've been kind of skipping those. So I like right here. Like I picked this one up for my first stream. This was never advertised, but it's an ASEAN TV product. So I mean, I'm not going to really review all those, like the low-level kind of ASEAN TV products. So I'm trying to just stick with the big ones, and then throw in a few gadgets in between, because I think that people are interested in some new gadgets, some things on Amazon. I inspire you to do ASEAN TV reviews. Well, hey, if you start doing them, let me know, and I'll subscribe to your channel. Your kids love watching How old are your kids? My kids will like Houses, but my kids are 20. But that is a funny show. I look like Mr. Clean. I've been told that since at least I started shaving my head 2006. Will Brandon do anything besides food reviews? I think so. I mean, that's just kind of like where we are starting, where he's starting with it. He wants to go beyond that, but that's just kind of, he's just trying to find his footing right now. TAC glasses are still advertised in Quebec. TAC glasses are still advertised. They're advertised here too. I mean, they're still heavily advertised. And the TAC Light, which has been around for a couple years, that one's still advertised. Have you ever reviewed the copper sleeves? I actually have a copper, what is it called? Copper fit knee sleeve, I think it was, or elbow sleeve. I mean, it was nothing wrong with it, but it was just kind of an average sleeve. So, Unbox Warehouse, look at me. Just so you guys know, Mike with Unbox Warehouse is a friend of mine. We talk on the phone regularly, so he's just messing around with me right now. Good channel though. Brandon needs to do buffet reviews. Now that would be interesting. Have you tried the mouse pin? I did, in fact. I think you mean this. This is the box for it, the pocket mouse. And I'm going to say my review was not very positive for that one. I would suggest watching that review. It didn't really work like I thought it would. It was kind of hard. It was difficult to hold on to. I don't know. I wasn't a fan. Do I recommend the Rocky Mountain tumbler? It works fine. There's a lot of tumblers like that. There's the Rocky Mountain tumbler. There's the what's the one from Walmart called? The Ozark Trail, I think it's called. That one's like $10 and works just as well. They look identical. I would recommend either one of those. You want one of those folding bikes, but it's so expensive. Well, hey Mike, if you come here to Vegas and we hang out, I'll let you ride it and you can see if you like it. Do you have a favorite water? No, I don't. I usually just drink water, filter water out of my refrigerator. Thank you for all your reviews. Thank you. I appreciate the comment. Let me see here. Someone else asked about Wish versus ASEAN TV. Like I said, I I did unbox a few things earlier. I'm going to be doing a video probably in September of that, so stay tuned for that. Do you get sponsors? No, I don't have any sponsors. They also have something on YouTube. I think they're called Simpting Content Network, MCN, where you join their network and they're supposed to help promote you. I get offers from those all the time, but I don't know if Mike knows more about that than I do, but that's something I've stayed away from, because you have to share your revenue with them, and I'm not sure they can really provide enough value to make it worth it. So I'm a lone wolf out here. I'm by myself. Socrates, big fan, never missing your videos. I appreciate it. I really do. Did he answer if he tried reviewing Shark Tank products? I don't think I answered that, and I would. I don't know if I have or not. I'm not sure. I don't think I have. I'm trying to think. I might have. I will. I mean, that's one of those things. A lot of those Shark Tank products, they're on the show and you never really see them after that. So I would, and I will when I see them. My top. I wish the disc lights you reviewed would have recommended them. Well, I mean, this is one of the disc lights, and it doesn't even work, and they're so dim that they barely work as accent lighting. So I can't recommend them. I mean, if you're buying them as accent lighting, maybe, but one of the four stopped working. How was most of us avoid MCNs? See, that's what I've heard, and they're hitting me hard too. I think you're way better than Terrace. I don't know, how do you pronounce his name? Terrace? Anyway, that's Crazy Russian Hacker. I appreciate that. He's a totally different style. I don't have his cool accent though. I guess maybe I have his accent somewhere else where they don't talk like this, but always look under the toilet seat for redbacks in Australia. That doesn't sound good at all. I have to remember that. Review more eggs. And I have egged myself out. What's your favorite Nevada brewery? You know, I actually like, there's a casino brewery called Barley's that has some pretty good local beer that isn't one of the major ones, but I actually like a lot of their stuff. Coondog the Man has disc lights. I'd be interested to see how you think they are as far as brightness go, because I was surprised at how dim they were, because the commercial showed them lighting up the whole house, but to me, I mean, they barely even make a dent in the darkness outside. What products do you think will be the best sellers for Christmas? You know what's weird is the previous 3 Christmases they've had new, like the Star Shower lights. But this year I'm not seeing one, which they had Star Shower, and then in 15 Star Shower Motion, in 16, and they had 3 of them in 2017, but none this year. So I'm surprised, because those are always such big sellers. So I don't know what the big one's going to be this year. I thought they should have fixed what was wrong with the Star Shower Window Wonderland, which was a good idea, but poorly implemented in my opinion. What's your favorite 70s band? Black Sabbath is my favorite 70s band. My favorite, and Jamie asked what my favorite band is. Right now, my favorite band is Tesseract, but I go through phases. Watch for snakes in your toilet. Man, you're scaring me out of wanting to go to Australia. I don't want to have to deal with redbacks on my toilet. Could you review the Super Bright Switch? Sasha, I don't know if I have a favorite Killer song, although I do know someone associated with the Killers, but I don't know if I have a favorite song. I know that's your favorite band, though. Do I watch WWE? I don't really watch it. My son does. Have you ever eaten ostrich eggs? I haven't, but wait. I haven't, but I heard they're huge, though. Do you like Mark Wahlberg? I don't have an opinion of Mark Wahlberg. I know that he has Wahlburgers. Maybe I should go eat there and find out. Do you still wear the slippers when rocking on the guitar? You know, I can't say I do, but I do occasionally wear them around the house. Occasionally. Your favorite band is Skillet. I remember when Skillet came out. No, we haven't been to Wahlburgers yet. I need to go there. Could I give you a sneak peek of my upcoming reviews? Well, my next 4 videos I have discussed, and they are going to be, assuming Sunday works out for me, Hawaii is going to be a cooling towel that works in humidity and the aqua clip. Melbourne is going to be the packing cubes and Adarest. Gold Coast is going to be the Pano clip and the Nest. And Sydney is going to be all Australian food that I'm going to try for the first time. So that's my next 4 videos. And then after that will probably be an update video number 15, and then I'm going to get back into my regular Ask on TV stuff. What is my favorite outside light that I reviewed? You know, the Light Angel's pretty good so far. It's lasted pretty long. That one's pretty good. I thought that the Everbright was good until it lasted about a year and a month. How many Golden Knights games have I been to? I think I went to 8 last year. No, more than 8. I went to 4 playoff games and about maybe 6 regular season games. The Ice Cube thing was a piece of junk. Yes, it was, in my opinion, because they say that could replace 10 Ice Cube trays, but only holds like 6 ounces of water, which is not replacing 10 Ice Cube trays to me. In-N-Out is the best. Hey, I grew up on this part of the country, so I like In-N-Out. In fact, me and Brandon, my son Brandon, just watched a video that I did almost a year ago on Kathy from the 2 Cent Chicks channel, where she ate In-N-Out for the first time, and she wasn't blown away by it. But you know, that's one of those things you got to eat over time. But I like In-N-Out. In-N-Out's a good burger. You want to try In-N-Out so bad, but you're in Missouri. Yeah, there you have to come out of this part of the country to try In-N-Out. I mean, again, I think it's one of those things. I don't know if eating it once is going to really blow you away. Is Nevada cost of living affordable? It's a lot cheaper than California. That's all I got to say. It's cheaper than California. Have you ever met Danny Coker? Yes, I have. In fact, there's a picture of me in a magazine with him from several years ago when a band of mine played there and we had a CD release. Danny is a very nice guy. He's very cool. He was always friendly to me. So I like Danny. He's a cool guy. In-N-Out, meh. Well, again, it's not for everybody. But, you know, I haven't had Crystal since I was a kid, and I would really like to go back there and try White Castle and Crystal together at the same time, because I had White Castle once, and I've had Crystal when I was a little kid. I don't remember them. Because we just got White Castle out here in Vegas, which is the only ones in the West Coast. So I want to compare the two of those as an unbiased taster and see which one I think is best. You challenged me to a duel. Here's a good one. What's one product you won't try out? Well, not one product, but a category of products. I won't do gross products like the one you stick in your ear and you twist and get the earwax out. I'm not going to show that on camera. That's nasty. You know, or like nail clippers. I don't know. I'm not into gross stuff. Crystal, it's with a K. Crystal, is it crystals or crystal? Either way, they're like White Castle, but in deeper south, I think. Marjorie K, you lived in Vegas. Do they still have the garlic restaurant? I don't know. I haven't heard of that. So if they do, I've never been there. I've been here for 24 years. Is any of your music available to listen to from when you were in any bands? If you look up a band called Tomorrow's Hand on Spotify, I think we're on there. You could check that out. Yeah, Coondog the Man. I don't like the onions either. I order it without. I've only ordered it once. I've had the frozen ones, which I don't think are as good. Raising Cane's is blowing up here. Raising Cane's is blowing up here as well. And you know, there's discussion about Raising Cane's versus Chick-fil-A. I don't know. I tend to take Raising Cane's. No offense. Oh, okay. What's one product, an old product that I wanted to review that I talked about earlier? I've been wanting to do the ShamWow. The ShamWow is something that I've got a lot of requests for, but I haven't seen it in stores, so I do want to do a review of that because I got so many requests for it. You should visit Vegas and LA, although LA ain't what it used to be. If I was going to go to LA, I would. I mean, you got to see it once, but it's not what it used to be, in my opinion. You have to try. I'm going to have Australian meat pies when I'm down there in Sydney from the 7th to the 11th. So I'm going to try that, and we have a whole bunch of things planned for me to eat down there. Fairy bread and Lamington, Pavlova, Vegemite, Cheesy Mite. There's a whole bunch of things. There's a whole list of them. So I can't wait to try meat pies and all that stuff. You found a ShamWow at the dollar store. Maybe I should check that out. I was looking at the obvious places like Bed Bath & Beyond, Fry's, Walmart, Target. I never saw them. So maybe they're just older. Do you play video games? I used to be a big Warcraft fan, but I don't. And then I played Watch Dogs, but I don't have time to play video games right now. I'm going to get NBA 2K19 though, because I'm a basketball fan, so I will be playing that. You can still order ShamWow online. I'll have to check. I didn't see it, but maybe I just didn't look in the right place. Would you do car reviews? Hey, if they want to give me a Tesla, I'd be happy to. That one I would break all of my code for if they gave me a Tesla. I would definitely do that. So, yeah, I would definitely do a showy. I'm not sure what that means. Someone told me I should try kangaroo meat in Australia. I don't know. What do you guys Australians think about that? Is that even a delicacy? I don't know. Sounds interesting. Why did you start making As Seen on TV item reviews? Back in like 11 or 12, I did an article on a different website making fun of the commercial wax vac where you stick in your ear, and I got a lot of traffic for that one. So I just kept writing about As Seen on TV products, and I started buying them and reviewing them, and then I started doing videos for them. So that's how it was like a 7-year evolution. Will you ever grow a beard? No, I don't think I'm ever going to grow a beard. Kangaroo meat is yuck. Really? But I'm hearing different opinion on kangaroo meat. Interesting. See, I was thinking that the kangaroo was like some protected animal like the bald eagle is in America, but now I'm hearing they're kind of like more of a pest, so I don't know. I might have to try it out. Coondog the Man got the Bell & Howell light bar at Rite Aid, but it was broken, but he fixed it. I don't doubt it. Coondog the Man can fix anything. So if you ever see his channel, that guy can take it apart and fix about anything. Have you heard of Chadtronic? I have not. I don't think I've heard of them. There's so many reviewers out there though. Have you ever reviewed the Ginsu knife? I have not. I remember commercials from that when I was a kid. Can I try different car waxes? I don't know. I mean, never really crossed my mind to do car waxes. I did do. Did I do something? I don't know. I don't think I've done car waxes. What are you using to cool off in the garage? It's kind of hot in here, but I'm using a regular. What kind of fan is that? I'm just using a regular fan, and it works pretty well, and it's across the room. John Q, who is your favorite child? Well, I have two, and I do not pick between my children, so they're both my favorite in different ways. What's your favorite TV shows? Right now, my favorite TV show is Howzos and Catfish, which I know those are two ridiculous TV shows, but hey, that's what I like. They're cheap, mindless entertainment. But I don't watch much TV, barely any anymore, except for in the morning, and the weekends. I'll put on infomercials and look for new products. You just subscribed. Thank you. It's 5 a.m. in Central Europe. Wow. Beards and aquatics. It's been real. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. You know, speaking of Arby's, because someone mentioned Arby's a second ago. I was a huge fan of the French dip back in the day. If you look at the French dip in the pictures, they're gigantic. And then they serve the French dip, it's barely bigger than a hot dog bun. It shrinks over the years, but the one on the menu and the one on the advertising is still giant. So I don't like that Arby's does that. They should make it the old size again. Where's Bailey? Bailey is in my bedroom. It's hard to choose between twins. You don't choose between twins. Although I think that sometimes they're closer to each other than they are to me sometimes. Like I don't feel like I always get all of their inside jokes because they've been together since before they were born. Could you do child toy reviews? I've done a few as seen on TV kid toy reviews. So as those cross my radar, I will do them, but I haven't done too many. There's a lot of channels that review toys that are certainly more comprehensive than I am. What dates are you in Melbourne? I'm going to be there from, I think, the 30th to the 3rd. Basically, VidCon, a day before and after VidCon. I should do flex tape. I did do flex tape. That video's got quite a few views as well. Corinna, yeah, I know I've been looking at the weather. It doesn't look very warm down there either. I'm actually going to take a coat, which is kind of weird because it's so hot here. But I'm actually going to take a coat with me to Australia. It doesn't look very warm. The French dip from Arby's used to be a lot better than it is now. Are you surprised how fast your channel has grown? Yeah, I'm definitely surprised. The second 100,000 has really surprised me because I thought the first 100,000 was boosted by the purple pillow video, which got a lot of views. So I didn't think it was going to grow again at a faster rate, which it has. How many cars do I own? I have 2 cars. Have I tried anything from Shark Tank? I don't know if I have, but I certainly will when I see something. Can you flex for us? That's funny. That's pretty funny. That's not going to happen though. It's been raining with thunderstorms all day. That doesn't sound fun. Not to mention that I'm supposed to fly into Hawaii on Sunday, and they got that hurricane right off the coast. So hopefully I can get there and then get out, and hopefully everybody there is safe because that's kind of scary. Let me see. Arby's roast beef is weird. You mean the taste of it or the texture or both? I mean, it is different. I don't know. I kind of grew up with it, so it's not bad to me. How many glasses do I own? I own a drawer full of them that were all As Seen on TV glasses. I don't even know how to count. Probably 12, 13 pair. It's so cold here in Oz. Great. I'm going to be freezing, and I hate cold weather. I don't know why I picked a trip there in the winter. I should go my winter, which is your summer. I'd probably like that. No, I'm good on the water, thank you. When did you decide to do YouTube full-time? I think I became full-time after about 6 or 7 months on YouTube, which would be last summer around July. You should see John Tron review of Flex Tape. Okay, Kitten 10333. John Tron's review of Flex Tape is one of the reasons that my channel is doing as well as it is, because I did a review of Flex Tape in May of 17, and I think he did his in August of 17, but I was recommended as the suggested video after his. So it went to 1 million views. Mine did almost immediately. So I have seen his review, and I'm grateful for his review. Would you consider doing a small mini review during a live stream? I have considered that. I'd have to have the right product though. I discover you because of the crazy Russian hacker. I do like the crazy Russian hacker. I'm glad you discovered me through him. Like I said earlier, I don't feel like he's a negative effect on me. I think that he's been a positive effect on me. You're on Oahu. Not bad yet. It's slowing down. Good. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, not just for you, but for me also, because, I mean, I've been to Hawaii. I think this is my 6th or 7th time. I love Hawaii. So I was, instead of flying directly to Australia, I wanted to stop in Hawaii because I absolutely love that place. So I hope you stay safe there. Is it true that Las Vegas has a lot of tenants? Do you know your neighbors? No, I don't know my neighbors. Most people don't. There's 2 million people in the valley. I don't know if you're counting all those, but my previous profession was a blogger. When you come here, it'll be springtime. Well, I'm coming there next week. I don't know if it will be spring next week. Hopefully. Can you estimate how many SEO TV products you have? I think I would say it's pushing 180 SEO TV products, something like that. That's what I would guess, about 180. Stop talking about food. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make you hungry. I'm actually getting hungry myself. You're truly a legend, bro. Hey, well, that's very nice of you to say. That's awesome. Saw him on the 2 Cent Chicks. Did you get invited back? Are you talking about me to them? I mean, we did several collaborations. I think we did 3 while we're there. I mean, Kathy and I are extremely good friends from 2 Cent Chicks. We message every single day. She's one of my closest friends. So I haven't seen her since last year, but she's become a very good friend of mine. How long have I been doing this? I started my YouTube channel in October of 16. 1st of September, start of spring. Good, so I will be there in the spring. Any plans when you hit 200,000? I don't really think so. I'll probably hit that while I'm on vacation, and I've already got all my videos planned, so probably not. What are your expectations regarding this channel? I'm just trying to, I never really expected to be like this, so I mean, I'm trying to maintain the SEO on TV thing, but also I'm trying to branch out a little bit into some like gadgets and hopefully a little bit of travel without being too boring. I'm trying to integrate that in there as well, because really I like to travel, and if I could be a travel vlogger, I would. You should do a Chinese SEO on TV product review. Well, that's kind of what the Wish thing is, because those are all from China. Focus Media, good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Next Saturday is the first day of spring here. Good. I'm going to be there, I think, next Wednesday or Thursday. Favorite activity or sport? I'm a huge basketball fan, playing and watching. How is my red copper pan? That's a good question. It is still in pristine condition, but I've also taken really good care of it. I have babied that pan from April of 17 until now, and it's stayed in great condition. If you're scrubbing it with harsh materials using high heat, forget it. It's not going to work. Have you thought about a contest for someone to win your favorite products you reviewed? I have considered doing that, and I probably will do something like that. Maybe let someone pick from the boneyard. I don't know. I'm going to figure something out. Would you do travel vlogs? I'm going to do a little bit of travel vlogging on my vacation. I got 4 amazing cities I'm going to, so how can I not include something? I was thinking about maybe doing a specific travel vlog and posting it as an unlisted video in the community tab, so it's not part of my other videos, but just so my regular viewers could watch it. I don't know. I'm going to figure something out. Can you do an Aussie accent? I don't think I can. I need someone there to teach me how to do it, because I've tried and it's really bad. How you got your YouTube name? I think someone asked this earlier. Also, the visor in my car, the battle visor is still in my car and it hasn't warped. How I got my name? I actually came up with a list of names. I picked my favorite 2, and I A/B tested 2 websites with the same name to see which one had better results. So that's how I picked it out. Who's my favorite basketball player from Europe? I don't know if I have one from Europe. I mean, I've been a Lakers fan my whole life, so that's kind of I'm Lakers centric. What was my favorite lighting product? My favorite lighting product is the atomic beam headlight. That's my favorite one. Visit Thailand. Me and my friend are talking about going to Southeast Asia next year, maybe, but I don't know if Thailand's on that list or not. But we're talking about maybe going there. We'll see. Thank you for saving me money. Hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm glad I can save you money, Barbara. I appreciate it. I'm glad that I can help. I really do. Who's my favorite Laker? My favorite all-time Laker was James Worthy. He was my favorite Laker of all time. Last year, I was kind of a big Julius Randle fan, but he's not there anymore, so we'll see. I don't know. It's going to be a different team this year. So, let me see. Just say good day, Cobber. Am I excited for LeBron? I am excited for LeBron because that means they're an instant playoff team for that one guy getting there. And they got some other good guys too, so it's going to be an interesting season. Did you have to use the atomic beam glove yet for anything? I thought the atomic beam glove was not very good because when I was using it like for screwdrivers, it's moving around and stuff, as opposed to the headlight, which stays in one place when you're moving your hands. So if you're moving your hands, this light's going around everywhere, as opposed to a headlight that stays wherever you're looking. So I don't think the glove was that useful. You love the tub shroom. See, that's something that I probably won't review because that has hair in it, right? And like dirt and stuff. I don't do gross. King Brandon, how old am I? I just turned 50 years old this year. Will LeBron ever be more loved than Kobe? Probably not. I doubt it. Do I watch hockey at all? I went to a bunch of Golden Knights games last year. I used to watch hockey way back in the day. I was a big Gretzky fan, but I started watching again when they got a team here. Do you know that you can fix your Everbright? Well, my Everbright is still very dim, so I don't know. I think that I think the battery just got. There's probably a battery in there I can replace. I'm guessing. Well, I'm going to wrap this up in just a minute, guys, because it's been 2 hours, which is about an hour longer than I plan on going, but it's definitely fun to hang out with you guys. I'll answer a few more questions, but then I'm going to wrap it up. I would love to see a Pyrex review. That would be interesting. Can't say I've thought about that, but I would maybe do it. Why did you decide to do YouTube? I had a website that was already writing ASEAN TV product reviews, and I wanted to integrate videos to help boost my website in Google rankings, but I didn't expect my YouTube channel to become popular. Thank you, Emirates. I appreciate that. Holly, yeah, I am 50 now. Favorite air fryer? I don't have a lot of them, so I can't really say I have a favorite. Is my trip going to be strictly work? Well, I mean, to me, work is YouTube, so it's going to be strictly work for YouTube. Yes, I'm going to VidCon, and then I'm doing videos the rest of the time I'm there. So that's all it really is. Can you 1v1 me in basketball? Sure. If you have a basketball, you know where I'm going to be. I'll be down there. I think I might be able to take you. Now, if it comes to soccer, I think you would destroy me. But basketball, I might have a chance. Take care. Thank you, everybody who's signing off now. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. This one seemed to not have the disastrous start my first one did. I'm out of here on Sunday. Hopefully, everybody in Hawaii is safe, and I'm hoping I can land there on my way to Australia. Otherwise, I'm going to have to come up with a backup plan and go straight there. But I will be posting from Australia while I'm there. I have 4 videos planned: Hawaii, Melbourne, Gold Coast, and Sydney. I'm going to post them while I'm there. So it's a little bit of a diversion from my normal videos, but when I get back, I'll be back to my normal ASEAN TV stuff. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm going to go back and read some of these chats, and if I miss anything, I appreciate everybody who stuck around this long. It was really fun. So thanks, and I'll be seeing you from the road. Take care, guys.